And both you and I shouldn't be too shy about letting go for once. Come and be free with me.
Well, today's the day, 500 day.
Sorry. I was eating.
We just got lunch packed to take with us. That's the nice thing about NASCAR races is they let you bring in your own food, your own drinks, including alcohol, as long as it's not in glass. So you can help, save a lot of money that way.
And nobody can stick you with a glass.
And sporting my new t-shirt, but here's why I like it. I'm gonna give it to Bubba to turn around.
This is why she likes it. Because it's me. I mean, this... Oh, the shirt. Oh. Yeah.
You see that?
It's got a flag on it. And but other than that, this is why she likes it, because it's, Oh, I'm sorry.
It reminds me of the thin blue line flags that honor fallen police officers. It just has that look to it, so that's why I got it. Sporting that to the race today. Shall we go?
Nah. Let's
All right.
just stay here and watch it on TV.
No. You can stay here and watch it. I'm gonna get the tickets.
Bye. Here they come.
Wouldn't be Daytona without a rain delay, would it?
Right?
Although the chances of rain are supposed to go up the rest of the night, so hopefully they'll get the race in today. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Well,
It may not look it.
we're oh yeah, you can tell we're soaked. we got
Just about made it home and it just flushed. The skies opened up.
they pushed the big toilet lever in the sky and we got flushed right down it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is typical Daytona. You know, I can't remember a year that didn't get rained out.
I know. It wouldn't be Daytona if it didn't get rained out.
So they're delayed it till 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We hung around in the grandstands a little bit, waiting out the rain, and it looked pretty good. And so we started making our move. We're 3/4 of a mile,
Yeah, probably.
about 3/4 of a mile from the grandstand. So we had a good hike.
Yeah.
And as soon as we started, we got out in no man's land, and man, it opened up.
Yeah, we were probably 50 yards, maybe 100 yards from the house. Go-whoosh.
Oh yeah.
Somebody pulled the plug and it just drained.
I mean, it rained on us the whole way, and it got progressively more and more and more, and then we both sprinted like the last 50 yards.
I gotta get undressed because I'm just douching all over the floor.
Yeah, we're both soaking wet. So, all right, catch you back at the race tomorrow.
Bye.
Whew, well, so long, Daytona. It was a pretty wild couple of weeks.
I don't know about wild. But
No.
I mean, it was.
Not wild, but last night was wild.
Why was last night? Oh, the wreck. Yeah.
So, if any of you watched it, then you know that Ryan Newman was involved in probably one of the nastiest wrecks I think I've ever seen. And as of right now, all we know is he's alive, thank the good Lord. So at least there isn't that. You know, we were so afraid we were going to hear the worst. So we're so happy that he's okay.
And now we're heading north.
Off to go boondocking. Well, we've been boondocking. We've just been doing it at a racetrack.
Yeah.
Off to do more boondocking.
We're got about an hour up the road.
But the Daytona experience was good. I asked Bubba the other day, would he do it again?
Yeah, I told her I'd have to think about it, and I'm still thinking about it.
And I feel the same way. I think on the upsides, our campsite at the track, and we just got lucky.
We
Sheer dumb luck.
Yep.
Our campsite was awesome. Daytona was a fun place to be. There's a lot to see in the area. The race itself, I mean, it's the Super Bowl of NASCAR. It's the biggest race of the year, so that was great to see. Most of the people that work there are really friendly and try to make it a great experience for you. A few might not have been, but most of them were. Watching Air Force One, I don't care who you are, I don't care who the president was. Watching Air Force One come in and circle the racetrack, and then being able to sit there and see it take off again, and being at an event that the President of the United States was at, that was something. That will make it so memorable.
If it didn't give you chills,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. That was really good.
So we're not sure if we would go back to Daytona again. It was, like I said, it was great. It was a bucket list item. We're really glad we went. The downsides of Daytona, well, the first one's the price.
Yeah.
It is expensive. For what it costs us to camp there and go to the races, we could probably hit 3 other races anywhere in the US for what that one race cost us. From a fan experience, I liked Talladega better. I think if we're going to go back into a super speedway, Talladega was just an all-around better fan experience. And one example, you're dry camping. And you're there for 2 weeks. And really, once you get yourself wedged into those NASCAR campgrounds, you don't want to be taking your rig out and moving it. They have trucks that'll come around, everything you need, anything you could need. You need your water tank filled, there's a truck for that. You need your tanks dumped, there's a sucker truck that'll come around and take care of it. You need propane, there's a truck for that. There's mobile RV repair, there's people selling ice, there's detailing, mobile detailing. They'll come in and wash and wax your rig for you. But it all comes at a cost, and I think it was $60 to have your tanks pumped out.
Yep.
And then it was another $60 if you wanted a fresh water fill. So it's pretty pricey. At Daytona, they do have a fresh water fill that you can, so as you come into the campground, you can top your tanks off, or if you have portable water containers, you can fill them. There's no RV dump there. So when you leave, you've got to go find a place to dump your tanks. We went to the Love's truck stop 10 miles away. And they don't have permanent bathroom or shower buildings. And that's one thing that Talladega does have. Talladega has beautiful, built, full, permanent bathrooms and shower houses, which really goes a long ways towards helping you manage your water when you're there for 2 weeks. Daytona, they bring in porta pots and put them all around the campground. So they do have that. And then they brought in portable showers. But for a campground of 1,000 spaces,
Probably.
there were 4 individual showers plus 1 handicapped. And they were porta pots as well. So if you decided to try and go take your shower in the evening when it wasn't so busy, those portable toilets had been getting filled up all day and baking in the hot sun, and they were stinky. So, and the shower spaces were tiny, like you didn't dare drop anything, because if you did, every body part was rubbing up and down the shower walls when you bent to pick it up. So I'm not going to complain. It was a free shower. But when you compare it to, say, other tracks that have permanent facilities, for the money you're paying, they just spent over $1 billion remodeling that whole track 2 years ago. They could have put in some permanent facilities for their campers.
Yeah, and they could have worked on the drain too. The drainage situation.
Yeah, it rained and the whole campground just filled up with water.
Yeah, where you come out of the racetrack, right at the foot of the steps, they had a lake. It was not fun. There was some PO'd people
Yeah.
wading through water that thick.
All right, so we want to thank you all for tagging along in Daytona with us.
We did do some other things.
Yeah, it wasn't all just the track, which was nice. It was a good way to mix it up, and
Yeah, like going on an adventure at 11 o'clock at night. An hour and a half away from where we are supposed to be in bed at 11 o'clock at night. And then have to drive an hour and a half back.
You only live once, right?
I barely lived that night. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yep. And stay tuned, because we have some really cool stuff coming up.
We do?
We can't tell you what. We could tell you, but then we'd have to kill you. So you're just gonna have to watch. But we do. We got some fun stuff coming up. So come on back, see what we're up to. Give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And leave us a comment. Tell us what you think.
Please.